Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whenever you are seeing this quick download, this quick message, okay? I'm Mel. I am a spiritualist. I am an intuitive reader and astrologer, and essentially spiritual mentor for beginnies and stuff like that. So today, the message that I want to get across, the download that I want to push out to you all, it's about dead end cycles, or dating cycles, ending cycles. Someone needs some encouragement, okay? Because I know it's hard trying to get out of old routines. I know it's hard trying to think differently than what you used to think, in order to align with a new imagination and a new reality, okay? Because if we all know, when you change your thoughts, you change your routine, you change how you think, you change how you feel about doing certain things, you can align with a better life or better results, or alignment of more money management and shit like that. So I want you to think about something that you know that you have to let go of, something that you know you need to let go of, something that is so destructive, even in a subtle way, something that is destructive, that is manipulative, or that is an illusion, something that holds you back and holds you down from being a better person, from healing, from aligning with the career you want, from aligning with things that can change your world. Now, this all starts from introspection. You have to think about how things affect you. You have to think about how people affect you. You really have to think about how life is being presented to you right now, because it's being presented to you because of who you are around, the energies that you welcome into your life, okay, the self concept that you have of yourself, and the people that you let in with whatever energy that they carry, or worries they carry, or projection that they put on you and others. You have to really take that in consideration. And I'm not saying that you have to cold turkey cut people off. Some people, yes, you have to cut off, but majority of people you can talk to and let them know, and they are open to that. Or if they're not, then you already know they're not for you, okay? That's another thing. That's a big thing for a lot of people. You have psychic vampires, you have energetic vampires in your life ooh, excuse me, that stop you from being more and doing more, okay? And once you realize that these vampires, these people are sucking the life out of you, these people are hindering you, these people are illusions, these people are things you need to detach from, to heal from, to learn from, then you can see life in another way, okay? You can restart your energy and focus more on yourself, building yourself up, building your life up. You have desires, you have dreams, you have shit you want to accomplish, and you can only do that by being real with yourself, going through introspective, being self-aware. Also reactions is a big thing, because reaction is energy, okay? You got to think about it as energy exchange when you think about a reaction, how you react to certain situations. Also, how you thinking wise, how you react to certain situations, okay? Are you beating yourself up because you forgot to do this or forgot to do that? You know what I'm saying? Are you giving yourself grace? Because you are still human, okay? You're a soul in a human body, experiencing this realm of life, but in the end of the day, you still in the moment. This is where you are. This is what you're mastering. This is what you're trying to figure out. This is what you're trying to energetically manipulate into a better outcome, okay? So you have to understand that the more that you are tapped into your own energy, the more that you observe people around you, observe your routine, observe your thoughts, you can shape yourself into a more productive person, a more aware person, and a person that's basically on their P's and Q's when it comes to their life. Because one thing about it, if you want to build something, you have to be consistent. Okay, you have to have faith, and you have to just keep going, but also you have to know when to let things go. Okay, you have to know when to let people go. You have to know when to kind of like let go of like pessimism, which is that's like basically you being your own enemy, thinking about negative things about yourself and the things that you've done and stuff like that. You also got to let go of the past, because a lot of people are still living in the past, and that's why they can't create the present that they want, because they're living in the past. Okay, because they're stuck on what Jerome did to them, or what Hannah did to them, or what their mama did. Like, you have to let that shit go. You have to heal through that shit, because that trauma is festering within you. That's energy within you that you are holding on to. Okay, you can let it go, or you can transmute it into you having some powerful energy, building whatever it is that you want to build. Okay, so it's up to you. Everything is a choice, baby. So what are you gonna do to change your world? At the end of the day, you only have you. Yes, you have mentors, and you have bosses, and you have family members, but they can't control what you do. And if you're saying that they do control what you do, and you a grown adult, then you need to check yourself. You feel me? You're an able-bodied adult, and you letting other people control you, whether that's in a relationship, work base, or in day-to-day living. Like, you don't be a people pleaser, okay? You got to learn how to not people please. You gotta learn how to please yourself before you please anybody else, because you have to fill your fucking cup. You feel me? You don't want to be out here thirsty and you giving everybody else water. You replenishing everybody else but yourself. Okay? You supposed to be so set in your ways of, consistency, of comfortability, of, knowledge of the self, to the point where, what anybody else does is not your concern. You only give to those who, will nurture you back. And that's another thing. A lot of times we want to help others, and they don't even know how to help us. They don't even know how to help their damn self, because how they gonna know how to help you? You have to really tighten up and understand, people dead ass, they do only what you allow them to. Okay? You can't be mad at nobody but yourself when you letting people fuck you over, when you letting people play in your face, when you letting people pull on your energy. You know what I'm saying? Be stern. Have boundaries. Build that strength and courage and bravery to tell a motherfucker, chill. If you're gonna keep doing this, then we're gonna have to figure something out. We're gonna have to part ways, or we're gonna have to do this, or we're gonna have to do that. You feel me? Because most of the time when you letting certain cycles repeat, it's because it's something that you're not learning. It's something that you don't get. It's something that you have not been awakened to combat, to go up against, to elevate from. So pick and choose, or figure out, or get a list, and ask yourself, damn, what cycles do I keep repeating? You know what I'm saying? What cycles have been going on for years, going on for months, that don't benefit me, that hold me back, that have me in depression, that have me in anxiety? Is it my eating ways? Is it what I'm eating? Is it the environments that I put myself in? What is it? Because it's got to be something. Nothing happens from nothing. You feel me? In other words, it's always something. Something comes from somewhere. You feel me? Even though you may say, oh, it's nothing, it's something. It's something holding you back. It's something directing you to keep these cycles in order. You know what I'm saying? In motion. So you have to be a big boy, big girl, and understand that life only changes when you change your self-concept, when you change how you react, and when you change where you put your energy, who you give your energy to. Okay? How you believe in yourself. That's the self-concept. Or what you believe about the self. Okay? What you tell the self. Reaction. How you respond to disrespect. How you respond to always spending your money before you get your next check. Or you get a big check and you blow through that. How you respond to that? Money management. You feel me? Learning money management. Okay? You yourself have to dig deep within and figure out what it is that you have to change, what you have to change in order to push forward, move forward, and do things in a way that can help you rise to the top, level up, live a life that you want to, meet the life that you want to create. Because it requires action. If you don't understand, one of the universal laws is that change is constant. When you're not changing, you're not living. You're in a repeated state. That means nothing's working for you. Nothing's growing for you. Growth only happens when you continuously change. If you're planting a flower and you put it in the ground and you only water it once, that don't mean by next spring or whatever it pop up, you know what I'm saying, you only had to water it once. No, you have to tend to that garden. You have to tend to that flower. You have to raise that flower up with energy, with passion, with consistency. It's the same thing for your dreams and goals and whatever else you may want. Once you realize that life isn't, this cycle that you've been putting yourself in, the suffering you've been going through is one of your own, not because of the outside people, but because of who you let around you, what you let happen, the reaction you give it. You'll see things change once you understand this. The only thing you can do now is, go within. And when we say go within, we mean like look at yourself. Look at how you feel. Are you anxious? Are you depressed? Are you upset? What goals do you have? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? That's introspection. That's you understanding who you are. That's self-awareness. And self-awareness is key to changing. It's key to aligning with your dreams and goals and the life that you want. It don't matter what you want out of life. If you align with it, you gon' get it. If you're consistent with it, you're going to get it. It's just how the shit works, okay? And the thing is, some of us don't control our own minds. We are controlled by outside influences. We're controlled by the media. We're controlled by emotions of the past that we haven't let go of. Let's be for real. We have to regain control in order to build the life you want, in order to release anxiety, release depression, release anger, release resentment. This is a constant thing. This is a constant battle. And I understand some people can't do that on their own. They need therapy. They need, a mentor. They need this. They need that. I understand that. That's why we as humans provide services for people. Because we're supposed to be in service to one another. We're supposed to help and guide one another. Not belittle one another. Not be mean to one another. You feel me? Not talk bad on one another. Not hurt one another. We're supposed to be moving in a direction of growth. That's what the universe wants you to do. It wants you to grow. That's why growth consists of consistency and energy that is based upon you moving forward, you building, you understanding that you have to change, even if it's a little small change. Like okay, even if it's a little change, like okay, I'm aware, I don't know, this type of material because it helps when I'm sweating, or it helps my body breathe more, or I need to change the size of my pants, or I need to change what I'm eating in the morning. I need to stop drinking sodas, so I lay off it. You can drink like 5 sodas a day and you bump down to 4. That's a fucking improvement. You feel me? Stop being so hard on yourself, okay? It be little shit, and trust me, I done been there. I still do that shit. You feel me? I'm not telling you nothing that I have not experienced. I see the results when I'm consistent, when I'm tapped in, when I tell people no, when I tell people get the fuck on. I see it. I see it. I literally see it. When I understand that people are throwing me off track. They're not supporting me. They're not uplifting me. They're supporting others but not supporting me. It's like, okay, you got some shady activity going on. That means I'm going to either limit how I deal with you or eventually cut you off. And I'm okay with that. I'm secure with that. I'm strong enough to do that because I know I have responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? I know I have to stay focused. I have to stay in my own energy. I have to learn from certain experience. I have to learn from certain spiritual encounters. I have to learn from things in order to be better, to be stronger. You feel me? The one that walks the path alone is very, very strong. They're not lonely. You feel me? They're not anxious. They're not depressed. They're understanding that if you're leveling up, everybody can't go with you. You can only meet people that's on your level. Digest this. Re-listen to this every day to understand that you are in control of your own life. You are capable of stopping destructive patterns and cycles that hold you back from elevating in life, from getting what you want in life. You feel what I'm saying? You got this. It's Mel signing off. Y'all have a good day, night, evening, whenever you hear this.